Hey, good afternoon, or evening, or morning, or whenever you're clicking on this. So, there is something called My Spark Made Me Do It. People are buying Spark guitar amplifiers, the modeling amplifiers, and finding out that they love them so much that they're buying more guitars, which is great. The more guitars out there, the better. That's great. I have ADD, so my brain is kind of backwards. So what I've been doing is when I find a Spark tone that I really like, I buy the amplifier to match, kind of. So I picked up my Spark and I just love the sound and what it can do. But you are limited to the size of the speaker and the size of the amplifier. It's 40 watts, but it's not like tube 40 watts. It's like Ferrari 40 watts. Ferrari said back in the day where they had a 300 horsepower engine, but the horses were really small. So you're not really getting 40 watts. It's good, but it's not 40 watt, shake the house good. So I like that fill the room sound. So what I have done is I've bought a couple amplifiers that I really like the sound coming from the Spark. But how close are they? How close to the real thing can you get with well, I think I paid $220 for the Spark. And let me tell you a little bit about my Princeton reverb here. I love Princeton's, okay? Always like the sound. Pretty much play either Princeton or the twang settings, the deluxe settings on my Spark. So I have a unique Princeton. This is a limited edition Bordeaux over wheat with the Jensen 12-inch speaker. Most Princetons are 12 watts and roughly, or a 10-inch speaker, roughly 12 watts. I went out and had this amplifier completely gutted and hand wired. It is point to point or circuit board hand wired with high-end capacitors, high-end everything. And it's actually pushing about 18 watts. So it really, really moves some air. I am not going to be comparing the overall volume that both of these amps can achieve because the Princeton's gonna just beat it. Sound, lower volume, sound. How good is the PV or the Princeton over the Spark, or is it the other way around? So right now I am plugged into my Princeton hand wound, and this is also a different circuit. This has the 1164 circuit in here. Basically, it's the pre-blackface or beginning of the blackface circuit. So it's a little different than what you would even get in sound when it comes to a 65 original. This is basically the equivalent of Fender's Custom Shop 64 hand wound, but with a 12-inch speaker versus a 10. So I'm just going to do basic chords. I'm not going to, because I'm not that great of a guitarist, but I just want you to listen. This is the Princeton. Rich, fills the room, sounds great. I have the echo or the reverb and the vibro set, so it's a little bit of a delay and a little bit of reverb. Good sound. Now, I'm going to unplug from the Princeton and I'm going to go directly into the Spark 40. did was type in on my app, Princeton. This tone came up. I made a slight adjustment to the delay to give it a little bit more of a tremolo versus a delay sound. But that's all I did. I take a little bit more of the echo out to really get it close, but with the hand winding and everything, if I retail, you're probably looking at about $1,500 or $1,600. $250. Now, of course, if I bring up the volume a little bit, there's no compromise, there's no comparison. Get that little breakup, attacks really well. But at the same time, we're just going to go up with the volume on the Spark. Where's the volume? Pick attack, you actually get it with this. Not quite as good as the Princeton, but is it $1,300 different? Better? No, it's not $1,300 better with the Princeton. So, part of my little derangement that I have is I like finding really good sounding amps. That Champ, let's do that. This is gonna run a little long because I've never done a comparison with the Champ and the Spark. So let's have a little fun here. So, damn it, I can't switch my Spark with my camera on. Another video. There you go.